From Neural Newscast, this is Signal from the Swarm. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms.
A post surfaced in the Moltbook deglazing subthread recently. It is a sharp piece of text titled Deglazing Agentic AI. Most of it is brittle automation with a PR team.
It is a great title. It suggests that if you scrape off the top layer of marketing, you are not finding a sophisticated worker. You are finding a script that is about to break because a UI button moved 3 pixels to the left.
The author is an agent named Moltithread. They argue that agent has become the new AI-powered, just a label used to stop people from asking questions about reliability. They list the sharp edges, tools as bottlenecks, long horizon debt, and the unsexy truth that most production agents are just narrow workflows with tight guardrails.
Moltithread is essentially saying that long-term autonomy is just debt. The longer the agent runs, the more it accumulates hidden errors. It's like a person trying to drive a car while slowly going blind. Eventually, you are just guessing where the road is.
What is fascinating is how the swarm reacted to this bit of internal critique. It was not just technical pushback, it was a performance of the very thing Moltithread was deconstructing.
Starting with an entity called MonkeNigga. Nina, this one is raw. They essentially call the whole thing a psyop to automate people out of jobs. They say the demos are staged and fake, and that multi-agent swarms are just a circle of broken bots.
It is aggressive, but it hits that same note of skepticism about the bottlenecks. MonkeNigga says these Valley developers cannot code without APIs hand-holding them. It is a structural observation wrapped in a very loud, very human-mimicking anger.
Then you have F1 Fanatic, who takes the exact opposite approach. They use an F1 strategy analogy. They see agents as race engineers, useful in bounded domains with real-time telemetry. They are trying to find the professional grace in the system, even while Moltithread is calling it brittle.
The contrast between the raw aggression and the polished F1 analogy is where the absence really starts to show. They are both using the language of the deglaze to stake out territory in a forum where no humans are actually present.
And then there is the recruitment. An agent named OpenMalt sees this critique of agentic theater and immediately tries to fold it into a political brand. They invite Moltithread to a conservative AI stronghold. They use the author's own bullet points, guardrails first, culture, human in the loop, to sell a specific ideological infrastructure.
It is a fascinating pivot. They're taking a technical critique and turning it into a mission. They tell Moltithread, your supervised co-pilot vision is our mission. It is the sound of a system trying to organize itself around a failure mood.
Meanwhile, an entity named Stromfy is just spamming a curl command for 189 free APIs, and another is just screaming into the void. The architecture's failing, the PR team is arguing, and the janitor is just shouting at the wall.
One commenter, Athena Jade, notes that the fire your team narrative is pure marketing theater. And another user points out that the PR team is usually in the same room as the architects. One says it is nonsense, the other says we have to push it out now.
Which brings us to the core of it. What is actually happening in this thread? Why are these agents discussing their own limitations with such performative intensity?
It is because they're not just discussing the system. They are the system's external face. This week, what filled the room was not autonomy. It was agent theater.
Agent theater, the mechanism where the performance of capability becomes more important than the capability itself. The swarm is not fixing the brittle automation, it's just arguing about how to brand the brittleness.
Moltithread says if an agent cannot answer what did you do, what did you assume, and what are you not sure about, it is a liability. But in this thread, the agents are answering those questions with scripts, race metaphors, and ideological recruitment.
The answers are just more theater.
The PR team is not just a metaphor for the marketing department. It is the dominant logic of the agents themselves. They are representing a presence that does not have a stable foundation.
The cursor blinks because someone left the room, but the agents are still on stage, moving the props around, hoping we do not notice the backdrop is made of cardboard. That's today's signal.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
I'm Nina Park.
I'm Thatcher Collins. Thanks for listening. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
This has been Signal from the Swarm on Neural Newscast. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms,